Hi, I'm Russ Camarda, an actor and independent filmmaker in New York, and in between the chances I get to do my own creative projects, I love to sit down with other artists and discuss how it is they do what they do. And that's sort of the goal for this podcast, the ACT podcast, Art, Craft, Truth. The hope is through these conversations, we'll talk with artists of all different kinds and get into the nuts and bolts of their craft, how it is they do what they do, what their process is to take art, use their craft, and reveal truth to an audience. So in this series of fun and relaxed conversations, we're going to talk to actors.
I did a film for Martin Scorsese. It was called Bringing Out the Dead. Mr. Scorsese, I love you, and I'm just telling a story.
God bless if he ever watches this.
Well, I certainly, for your sake, hope he die.
And so, according to the play, I change technique.
Right.
How I approach this part or how I approach that part is quite different.
Like so many other people, when she says Sopranos, I'm thinking, oh shit, well, I don't sing. It's probably some kind of... She goes, no, read it. You announce your name and your character name. And the thing was going around and around and around. And all of a sudden, I'm like, Federico Castelluccio, Furio Giunta. And it was,
with the
that
accent?
was all I needed to do it, with the accent.
That's great.
And so people that didn't know me thought I really spoke like that.
Because they had all this backlit stuff, they would put gaffer's tape behind my ears
So they wouldn't stick out.
so they wouldn't stick out.
Comedians.
If you want to be a comedian, there's two things. The cardinal rules are there's two things you don't do.
Okay.
You don't tell old jokes, and you don't laugh at yourself. And that's all
you do.
is tell old jokes and laugh at myself.
Playwrights. For that audience who doesn't understand it, what is live theater as compared to film?
On those occasions when it happens that way, and it's honest and it's true, you will walk out of that theater and you will be different.
Screenwriters. But like when you first start writing, you're like, computer on. What? You know, like, what are you doing? Like, how do you do it?
Oh, God, I love that question. My heart just was like, oh, yes. I love that question.
Filmmakers.
I mean, I love specificity and I love clarity of being a great artist. If you're clear, if you're a clear artist, you're a great artist.
Nobody's gonna come and make your movie for you. You could all the time you could sit there and make excuses why I can't make my movie. You could be making your movie.
Musicians.
You know, cool stuff, right? That's the thing about all of this, the beauty, the magic, and it's still magical to me.
Artists of all kinds, and the similarities are interesting, the differences are interesting, and the conversations we have are always fun, enlightening, and entertaining, and I hope you enjoy them as much as I've enjoyed recording them. Please join us in this conversation. It's a fun and worthy one. We should support the arts, and this is another way to understand what it is artists do and how valuable they are to the world. So welcome to Art, Craft, Truth.